Flat earther on the planet. Yeah. Now this flat earther has been, how can I put it, totally useless in every aspect of every bit of content he's been putting out recently. I think that about sums him up. For example, there was this video in which he called me a liar.
Conspiracy Catz is dishonest.
Told you. But I let the fact that he called me a liar go because I know deep down he's just confused.
Why is Conspiracy Catz so dishonest, you ask? Well, I'm going to have a few comments on his YouTube channel, and maybe you deduce for yourself why I say he's dishonest and an actual liar, because he cannot back up his assertion for his globe. Well, sit back and enjoy.
Now, what Nathan is saying is you can't have pressure without a container.
Now, in a way, and only in a very small way, he could be determined to be right, because without something for the particles to be striking, you're not going to get that change of momentum. But that doesn't mean that there has to be a dome. All that means is I just take the balloon away. Without the balloon, these air particles aren't going to be striking anything. Therefore, there is no pressure. Without the balloon, these air particles aren't going to be striking anything. Therefore, there is no pressure. But then there was this.
Conspiracy Catz is making false claims. Oh, what a dishonest man.
And I let that go also, because even though he's claiming again that I'm somehow making things up and I'm a liar, I know deep down that he's confused. I mean, what stops the sun, and the moon for that matter, just falling out the sky? If it's all down to density, are we saying that the sun and the moon, this solid looking moon, are less dense than the air? So Rachie, please think about this. Please look at the moon. Look how solid it looks. Think about the argument of density versus gravity. Think about being told by flat earthers that things fall, not because of gravity, but just because they're more dense than the surroundings. And look at that hard, solid, huge rock-looking moon and ask yourself, why does that not fall out the sky? Is there yet another unexplained force that we have to just invent? Do we have to start to pretend to know even less and less and less for this flat earth thing to make any sense? But then there was this.
Catz is scared, he's running from me. I've got him on the ropes.
So this is what happens when Conspiracy Catz calls you out to come and debate, and then when you want to answer, you get timed out. Just because I'm asking him to keep to his claim that you can have pressure without containment. Now, I've been asking him for very long now, and I said I would be happy to debate you as long as you can show containment. Now, because I'm keeping him to hold to this, well, you see I get muted. So Catz, why are you running away like a little troll clown? Something tells me you're very dishonest and you know that you cannot defend the globe.
But again, even though in these videos he's implying that I'm lying to people, I know deep down he's really confused. So I let it go. And then I saw this.
Hello, I'm back. You're a deceiver, CC. A deceiver. I said a deceiver! Space exclamation mark. And here's another one for you. Hello, my name's Flatbrain, and basically what I'm saying in this post is that Conspiracy Catz must be a liar because he's spent time learning all the evidence that doesn't exist and has never existed and never will exist for Flat Earth. And because now he knows all the evidence that doesn't exist, never exists and never will exist for Flat Earth, he should accept the Flat Earth, but he doesn't, so he's a liar.
And it was at that point, ladies and gentlemen, that I decided enough was enough. You see, I don't care anymore if somebody believes that the earth is flat or if there's a dome. I'm honestly getting quite bored of the whole thing. But if you're going to call me a liar while simultaneously having the scientific understanding of a wet shoelace in a toaster, then I'm going to pull you up on it. And here was my invitation. Yes, after being told just how wrong he was by YouTuber Max Mac, Flatzoid decided to make the offer that if he is wrong, tell him why. So I will. Roll the intro.
This is why Flatzoid is wrong, part 1.
Physics. Okay, right, here we go. It is a fact. I'm telling you now, it's a fact, according to physics, that we cannot have gas pressure without containment. We need a container. And believe me, I know, because I typed in the words gas pressure into Google, and one of the definitions had the word container in it. So, yeah, debunk that.
And I'd like to welcome everybody back here at this point to Dunning-Kruger. Or as John Cleese puts it,
I think the problem with people like this is that they are so stupid that they have no idea how stupid they are.
Of course, now some people reword this as maybe a little knowledge can be a dangerous thing, but essentially, once you learn a little bit about something, it's very easy to believe that you are far more competent or even an expert level when really you're just an absolute complete novice. That's Dunning-Kruger, and Flatzoid, he is at the peak of Mount Dunning-Kruger. So I decided to pit my research skills against Flatzoid's to answer that all-important question, is a container needed for pressure? And where did I go to do my research? Well, the place where I get all my deep thinking questions answered. Google.
So this is the link from Conspiracy Catz. If you just go into it, you'll see how dishonest he actually is. And well, his answer is from someone giving their opinion answer on a forum. And if you actually read it, you will see how wrong Conspiracy Catz actually is, and those people too, because then they are not keeping to gas law. So go ahead and read it and just enjoy. Oh, and this is the actual comment he was referring to. Why do you think he didn't actually go into the link? Because he knows if he does go into it, he would be totally demolished. So thank you, Conspiracy Catz, for again validating my point that you're just dishonest and misrepresent people. And remember, gravity has no effect on the direction of gas particles. So I got nothing more really to say other than, Conspiracy Catz, you're a charlatan and you've been caught out once again. Thank you for showing this. And I just appreciate you spreading this word, showing how of a clown you really are. Thank you.
Robinson, and in this What Is video, we're going to investigate the state of matter called a gas. Gases are materials that have no definite volume and no specific shape. In other words, gases can easily flow into and take the shape of a container and will expand, redistributing themselves to evenly fill that container. Although there are many types of gases, there are a few characteristics that they have in common. First, particles in a gas have no real arrangement. They can move over and past one another, and the space between the molecules can increase or decrease. Molecules in a gas collide with one another and move more quickly or more slowly based on factors like temperature and pressure, but they will always spread out fairly equally to fill the space that they're in. All of this molecular movement means that gases hold a lot of kinetic energy. Energy is caused by motion. Second, gases can be compressed. Because there is space between the molecules in a gas, it can be placed under pressure and squeezed so that the particles are forced to be close to one another. Third, gases can flow from one area to another. Although the direction of flow is not directly affected by gravity. Direction of flow is not directly affected by gravity. Direction of flow is not directly affected by gravity. This ability to flow means they are sometimes referred to as fluids. Last, gases have melting points and boiling points that are below room temperature. For the most part, we are unable to see gases because of the space between their particles. Scientists have to use characteristics like pressure, volume, number of particles per unit area, and temperature to discuss and identify them. Gases are commonly used in things like cooking, healthcare, and scientific research, and they even make up the air we breathe.
Dear me, Flatzoid, it does appear that a container isn't needed for pressure. It does appear that physics actually says that the pressure is the force that would be exerted on the surface of an object by the gas if it was there to experience that pressure. It's funny that, isn't it? It's almost like you've been told that a million times. But Flatzoid wouldn't back down, and he came up with this absolute classic.
Just a short demonstration showing atmospheric pressure in containment. And yes, that is atmospheric pressure. Look, it's just higher because of the container.
Stop! Unless you are trying to make me laugh deliberately, in which case carry on. Stop what you are saying right now and think.
Okay, Flatzoid, let's examine that claim, shall we? You said that was atmospheric pressure. Now, I don't know what you think atmospheric pressure is, but atmospheric pressure isn't any old pressure caused by a gas. Atmospheric pressure is a very, very specific number. So if that pressure is above atmospheric pressure, it is not atmospheric pressure. And claiming it is as silly as me, I don't know, saying this.
Yes, this is a 2 foot tall man, only taller. This is a nice boiling hot bath, only colder. And this is a group of horny elephants performing an ancient band mating ritual on top of Mount Everest, only smaller and greener.
But I really don't think that Flatzoid is up for listening to anything anybody's got to say.
Doors open, atmosphere is released. Close the door, it's still pumping in more atmosphere, or the pressure is going up.
Well, what a surprise. You open the door to a pressurised container and some of the gas escapes. It's incredible, isn't it? But don't let the fact that that is in no way analogous to our atmosphere bother you one little bit. Don't let the fact that we clearly have different pressures existing next to each other without a physical barrier in our pressure gradient atmosphere, don't let that concern you one bit. All right? I don't think the problem here, Flatzoid, is that science is wrong. I think the problem is that you understand the science of gas pressure about as well as I would understand a Japanese rap artist with a mouthful of gobstoppers trying to rap along to Coolio's Gangster's Paradise while underwater using a gas mask. Yeah, I think that sums it up.
Can eating spiders really turn you into Spider-Man? No, I don't think so.
Oh, you noticed that from before, did you? Yeah, it was my little observation test. I wonder who else noticed. Anyway, what's next?
Geometry. Hello, it's me, Flatzoid again. I've got a challenge for you. Ready? Okay, I challenge anyone to demonstrate a bent tangent line. Yeah, I actually said that. And while you're absorbing that, I'll come in with the second one. Boom! I also want to see more than one tangent point on a sphere.
And I really don't know where to start with this one. I really genuinely don't know why he would take those words and put them in a video. I don't know.
Let's go. Yo, I'm like an addict, do I gotta have it. I ain't even playing, got a really bad habit. If it moves, gotta grab it, fuse like a magnet. Lose, won't have it till I'm doomed in a casket. I ain't playing, got a weird mind. If you work 8 hours, I'ma work 9. If the shit tastes sour, you should taste mine. I'ma stay in power for a long time. Get up, nah, I ain't a quitter. Toss me the ball, I'm a really big hitter. Big picture, I'm a straight killer. Rising the song to the highest bidder. Got juice, got gas, I'ma move fast. New shoes, new tracks, like who's that? I'm new, come back, better than last. Yeah, it's a new me, never gonna look back. I'm never gonna look back. Cause damn, I was built to last. You move slow and I move fast, and that's facts. Only I can make a change. Slowly take a step today. I will never be the same.
Here is a sphere. Here is a tangent line. Tangent lines are straight by their very nature. Asking for a tangent line that isn't straight is like asking for a piece of bacon that doesn't have any bacon in it. I do not understand why you would ask that question. It makes no sense. It is the most scientifically illiterate question I think I have ever heard. Now, I do hope that clears up your little geometry problem there, Flatzoid. Unless maybe your confusion come from somebody once telling you that a curve could be tangent to a point, or two circles could be tangent to each other. Maybe that's what you've inevitably misunderstood. Like it... You know, I'm really sorry for leaving stupid questions in your chat. You actually turned out to have a great stream. Sorry about that. And I've linked your channel in the description as a way of an apology. Please go and check him out. It was really, really fun interacting with him. And apologies, I do let myself down sometimes. Anyway, what's Flatzoid got next for us?
This is why Flatzoid is wrong, part
3. Tidy kitchen.
Ah yes, here, Flatzoid has taken a flat surface and poured some water on it. Now, we've got to look at this really careful, and I just wonder, is this going to be the super strong flat earth evidence that Flatzoid is convinced that I know about and am simply ignoring? I cannot wait. Right, well, I for one have absolutely no idea what I'm about to see, but he does sound very confident. It does sound as if he's found some sort of demonstration which is going to blow the idea of the earth being a sphere right out the water. But I'm not one to shirk from a challenge. Let it roll. Well, I don't know about anybody else, but all I see is a plug socket that looks just about as confused as I feel. I mean, I don't know why astronomers, geologists, seismologists, meteorologists, physicists, geophysicists, I don't know why any of them bother doing any real-world investigations or any analysis on real-world data. I don't know why they put in all those years of study when all they had to do from the start was film a plug socket over a slightly damp table. Clearly, I've wasted my life. What's Flatzoid got next?
This is why Flatzoid is wrong, part
4. Astronomy.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the I Cannot Do Astronomy section of this competition. The next contestant is Flatzoid, and given that he failed to provide any sort of vocal input for this video, I shall be providing the audio stimulation. Let's see where he began, shall we? Oh yes, he starts off strongly with a correct statement that the Earth is spinning at 15 degrees per hour. Strong start. Totally unexpected.
Aha, yes, and perhaps unsurprisingly, this is the part of the video where he wants to try and debunk that claim.
Now, I wonder how...
Flatzoid, so far you've shown us that you've got absolutely no idea what is meant by the term atmospheric pressure. You've shown us that you struggle with the most basic geometry concepts that we teach 11-year-old children here in the UK. You've shown us that you've got a tidy, if not slightly damp, kitchen top, but kudos for that. I do like a tidy kitchen, so well done. You've also shown us that you struggle with the terms east and west. All right. Now, when we talk about stars moving in different directions in the northern and southern hemisphere, we are talking about anti-clockwise and clockwise. They are still all rising in the east and setting in the west. All right. How you fail to grasp that and these other simple concepts is beyond me, while you simultaneously have the gall to call me a liar because you think you've presented some hard-hitting flat earth evidence that I'm supposed to understand and now be deliberately ignoring. It is incredible. And to call me dishonest is unbelievable after people have seen this. To call me dishonest is unbelievable after people have seen this. Yeah, simply type the word Flatzoid into YouTube and scroll down, and one of the very first videos you'll see will be this one here by everybody's favourite debunker, Red's Rhetoric. Now, Red's Rhetoric produced a video showing solid evidence of curvature. Now, I'm not going to play any of Red's Rhetoric video. I want you to go over and watch it on his channel. And what you will see is very, very strong evidence that Flatzoid has taken Red's video and edited out several frames from this video which actually prove curvature and then re-uploaded it on his channel as a video that proves a flat earth. Maybe he's not so dim after all, eh? Now, it is almost time for me to go, but I will have 2 more videos out before the end of the month. One on the Baldy Catz channel and one on this channel, which is literally going to destroy Flat Earth. I cannot wait for that one. But first, before I go, an important public announcement on behalf of Flatzoid. Hello, my name is Flatzoid, and this is my first meeting at GPWAC Anonymous. GPWAC Anonymous is a support group for those people who can't stop saying the term gas pressure without a container. Once people like us start saying the word pressure, we find it so very difficult to stop.
Air pressure, gas pressure, atmospheric pressure, it's pressure. It has to press. It's pressing against something to have pressure.
If left unchecked, this condition can graduate to the point where every single time we speak, per 20 seconds of speech, we have to say the word container 4 times and emphasize it as if we are actually making sense.
A gas is a sample of matter that conforms to the shape of a container in which it is held and acquires a uniform density inside the container, even in the presence of gravity, and regardless of the amount of substance in the container, if not confined to a container.
Right now I am really struggling and I could do with your help. It's making me say things that just make absolutely no sense.
That is atmospheric pressure. Look, it's just higher because of the container.
This condition is going to affect all parts of the physical world around me. Just check out this post I have on screen right now, where I claim that when something disappears into the distance and appears to get smaller, it actually is physically smaller and there's less space on it for light to bounce off. Now surely, after reading that, you know I need help. If you can help in any way whatsoever, please find a dictionary, find a textbook, find an internet editing tool and remove all instances of the word pressure and container that you can find, because together we can rid ourselves of this condition. Thank you so much.